Good afternoon from the Evening Standard in London. Here is Thursday's front page. Trials are set to start on children as young as 5 of the COVID-19 vaccine, which could be the key to keeping schools open after the summer, a leading expert revealed today. Professor Adam Flynn, head of the Bristol Children's Vaccine Centre, said giving the inoculations to millions of children may be necessary to keep the virus at bay. His team is also planning another study involving teenagers and younger children using the one-shot Janssen vaccine. The Bristol University Professor of Paediatrics, who sits on the Joint Committee on Vaccination and Immunisation, expects decisions later in the summer on whether it will be necessary to give jabs to children once the impact of the vaccine rollout in adults is clearer. Long queues formed in Walthamstow Town Centre after it emerged the local library was accepting walk-in COVID-19 vaccine patients. NHS staff at Walthamstow Library vaccinated 3,000 people on Wednesday after the call-out for local people for spare vaccines who were prioritised based on risk. Stella Creasy, Labour MP for Walthamstow, tweeted on Wednesday morning about the extra supply. Several Twitter users later reported that queues were up to 2 hours long. A split opened up with the European Union's vaccine war with Britain today after Michel Barnier used his farewell speech to warn against polemics and competition. His plea for a truce came as a senior member of the European Commission, Thierry Breton, upped the stakes by saying 0 AstraZeneca jabs would be shipped to the UK until the company had supplied more doses to Brussels. Adopting hardline rhetoric, Breton, the Internal Market Commissioner, said 2 major plants in the UK supply chain would not be allowed to export to Britain until the EU has had what it believes it is owed, adding there is no negotiation. The open division comes after weeks of humiliation for the Brussels-based Commission over its failure to deliver mass vaccination to the 27 EU member states. Boris Johnson's most senior black advisor has resigned. It emerged today as Number 10 faces a backlash over a landmark report into racial disparities. Samuel Kasumu, Number 10's special advisor for civil society and communities, resigned last week and informed colleagues of his decision on Tuesday morning, according to Politico. News of his departure emerged the day after the government released a study which concluded that there was no evidence of institutional racism in the UK. The report by the Commission on Race and Ethnic Disparities faced heavy criticism, with claims that it is culturally deaf, out of step with public opinion and steeped in denial. Kasumu is expected to stay in post until May to continue work on improving vaccine uptake in minority groups. George Floyd told police, "I'm not a bad guy," and pleaded with an officer not to shoot him in the arrest that led to his death. Video footage played to a Minneapolis court showed the 46-year-old died after police officer Derek Chauvin knelt on his neck for more than 9 minutes while being apprehended for trying to buy cigarettes with a counterfeit banknote. At Chauvin's murder trial yesterday, jurors were shown police bodycam footage which began with Floyd being pulled from his car. Then one of the officers, Thomas Lane, drew his gun and issued a demand to see his hands. As Floyd replied, I'm sorry, got shot before." Floyd's death on the 25th of May last year sparked Black Lives Matter protests around the world after harrowing footage of Chauvin pinning him down went viral. Chauvin, 45, denies murder and manslaughter, arguing he used reasonable force in the arrest. The trial continues. For more on these stories, visit standard.co.uk.